Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to share with you all the blog posts that you can grab on my blog, The Domestic Wildflower, that are my best fall blog posts. I'm Jenny and I blog at The Domestic Wildflower and I help beginners get started with homemade foods and crafts, and I'm sharing my very best fall blog posts. So some of you are living where it's getting kind of cool at night, fall is in the air, and some of you it's still 100 degrees, it's definitely not fall yet. But I rounded up all in one post, all the posts on my site that I think are really fun and easy to kind of cozy up, start cooking a little fall things, a fall craft or two, all in one spot. So I'll link it here, but it's on The Domestic Wildflower and it's called Best Fall Blog Posts. So let's dive in. The first recipe I linked to is applesauce muffins. It's actually a really super good, easy recipe, and my kids love them in their lunch boxes, and I often will eat them like on the way to school as my breakfast. They're really good. I have a post that's linked in this blog post about canning pumpkin. It's one of the things I get asked a ton in the fall. Can I can pumpkin? Can I can like pumpkin pie filling? And that post tells you all about canning pumpkin. It's a good one. It's very, very informative. The next one is how to make felted dryer balls out of wool roving. It's actually a guest post from my friend Amika, and it's how to make those dryer balls that you can buy for tons of money, or just instead of buying them, you can make them yourself. The next post that I linked to is the free canning basics course. So if you wanted to learn this season how to share some of your vegetables from your garden or fruit that you're picking, or getting at the farmer's market, you wanted to share it in glass jars and have it be shelf stable for up to a year or longer in glass jars, you can jump into the free canning basics course, and that's linked in the post. It's a great one, super informative, easy, quick little emails in your inbox. The next post I share is how to crochet in 15 minutes. So that one I linked to a video where I teach you how to crochet with gigantic yarn, so you can see exactly what you're supposed to do, instead of like looking at a little tiny itty bitty yarn that's a lot harder to learn on. And you don't even have to have a hook. I teach you without a hook, so it's just finger crochet too, which is super fun. So to kind of get you in the crafty mood for fall, that's a good post. The next recipe is maple whiskey peaches. This recipe has maple syrup, a little bit of whiskey, which is optional. You could skip it, just have maple. And you would use that, like, it's really good on top of a cheesecake or on top of waffles. Those are my two favorite applications. You let me know if you have a great idea for how to use maple whiskey peaches. The next post is 10 easy to grow vegetables in your fall garden. This was an awesome guest post from a friend who is a gardening blogger, because I will fully admit I am no gardening blogger, but this one just shares the best, most foolproof vegetables for you to grow in your fall garden. Then I share my applesauce canning recipe. Applesauce is a super easy recipe for beginners, and I actually share some really good, I feel like they're like busy mom tips, so you don't have to peel the apples first, and you can just process them with a food mill, or alternatively you could peel them and then puree them with a blender or an immersion blender. I have some really good tips, and I link to the tiny jars, or not tiny, but smaller jars that I use, so it's just like one serving for your kids or for yourself, so you don't have to like open the jar and spoon it onto a bowl for your children. I feel like it saves step. The next post, kombucha for beginners, 7 easy steps. This was a great guest post that I had a friend write for me, who knows way more about kombucha than I do, and it has been, I can't even tell you how wildly popular it's been. People love this post. It's really detailed. It tells you exactly how to get started with those slimy, wonderful scobies. That's linked too. There's my how to sew post. Learn how to sew. I would say that was my very first creative pursuit. My mom sewed, my grandma sews. That was like the first thing I really learned how to do, that I was like, I'm really pretty good at this, I think. And I love to sew. Even today, I love it. It's so fun, and I love to teach others. And this post links to some really great resources to help a brand new beginner get started sewing. I linked to 20 back to school recipes, snacks, canning recipes, banana muffins, stuff like that. It's a great roundup of great recipes. And that, my friends, are all the posts that are linked in the 7 best fall blog post on my blog, The Domestic Wildflower. So if you have any questions about any of those recipes or tutorials, fire away. I'm happy to help. But again, I'm Jenny. I blog at The Domestic Wildflower, and I can't wait to help you get started getting ready for fall.